What, so you're supposed to be Indiana Jones now?
How can't you tell? I'm Adam Savage from Mythbusters,
Oh.
but a younger version when he had longer flying locks.
What are we talking about today?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to What Are We Talking About? Today, we're talking about Hotel Transylvania 2. I don't know, it's like
it's just
3 or 4 weeks old now.
Oh yeah.
But it's the sequel to, of course, Hotel Transylvania, that basically the cast of Grown Ups animated movie all about, the classic horror monsters, vampires and werewolves and Frankenstein's monster and the mummy.
I love the first one. I thought it was an awesome way to take a spin on all these horror monsters and put classic horror monsters and put them into a kids movie where they're actually opening up a hotel and for monsters and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed this movie. It was a good movie. I don't think it was as good as the first one. I think I liked the first one a lot better than the second. But I really enjoyed it still for the fact that it was almost like when they were trying to. This movie was about how they were Mavis and I think his name's Jonathan. They have a kid, and Dracula the entire time is Adam Sandler is trying to basically turn him into a vampire. They're not sure whether or not he's going to be a vampire. There's actually a lot of doubts that he's. I know
the whole. I actually didn't. I kind of thought he almost wasn't gonna.
You thought maybe because obviously
I thought there was definitely
the theme to this movie was obviously acceptance, right? Acceptance
of who you are.
Acceptance of who you are and who others are, right?
Yeah.
But I found it kind of funny because when they were trying to go out and train this kid to be a vampire, be a monster, and how it was same with a lot of growing ups nowadays. How they almost become lax when they get older. They're not as serious about things. They let things go. I when they're not even physically able to do some of this stuff anymore. Like how when they tried to get the werewolf to go and kill that deer, how he goes out and he's trying to practice growling, growl, and he actually goes to do it. He Dracula says to him, "Did you actually say growl?"
Yeah, and the mummy breaks a hip trying to do his spell and stuff.
His sandstorm, curse or whatever. Yeah,
and just a tiny little bit of sand falls down.
Yeah, no, I know how Frankenstein, how he jumped out and tried to scare him, and they're like, "Oh, Frankenstein, is that you?" He's like, "Oh yeah, you guys want to take a selfie?" It's how they've changed over time, and it's almost like it's the whole movie focuses around how Dracula's he's got to embrace this change. Things are different now.
Well, that's the thing.
His father brought him up to absolutely hate humans.
Because it does introduce Dracula's father in this, and you just noticed today, played by Mel Brooks.
Which I thought is just awesome.
But one thing
should have had more of them.
The big thing about that is that Dracula even still wanted to basically show Vlad that he hated humans, right? When Vlad was at the party, right? Mm-hmm. So he made all the humans dress as monsters and blah, 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 right?
But I tried to hide it from all of them at the same time.
And then finally at the end he figures it out. The story, it kind of, it was really good for a kid's movie, but I agree with you, it wasn't quite as good as the first one.
I felt like it lacked on humor.
But I don't know, I thought it was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny, but they lacked
the story was a little bit.
They lacked a little bit, it's almost like the timing or something wasn't there, they just weren't getting that punch in with the humor. It was still funny, but what I think would have been the best part of the movie, the funniest part, they showed in the trailer. When they tossed the kid off the tower, he's falling. Finally, Dracula jumps down and goes and gets him, right? If I hadn't seen that in the trailer, I would have absolutely loved the movie. But I knew it was going to happen, so it was at the same time it wasn't the greatest. And one other thing I had kind of maybe a flaw with was how quickly Vlad, Dracula's dad, embraced the change. He embraced it faster than Dracula himself.
He also was not. I don't know. I kind of thought he was going to be in it more, but he was.
I was almost hoping
at the
for
end.
it. Yeah. No, the entire movie, you're sitting there, and you're rooting for this kid to sprout his fangs.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's
it's
just
true.
you want it to happen.
But the one reason why I guess it made me think he wasn't going to was because he was like a little
He was
ginger.
so human, yeah. Like, well, the ginger. That's just funny. Like, and even how like
The bat has a little ginger hair at the end.
no, that was pretty funny. But no, like overall, I really like this movie. How the theme they had for the child audience, how accept everyone for who they are, regardless. It was a good movie that way. But overall, I don't think it was as good as the first one.
That's what I mean.
If I was gonna rate it, I would put it at a 6.57. I think I would definitely watch the first one over this one any day.
No, I agree.
Although I would probably watch the second one right after the first one because I do enjoy these movies. Like I'm a very picky person when it comes to kids movies, and the fact that I went to go that I've seen Hotel Transylvania because I really did like it. Like it was pure coincidence that I'd seen it. It was actually
I
on
thought it was
Halloween
actually
night.
quite hilarious, the first one.
Yeah, and that's the whole reason I actually went to this one. Like,
No,
if it
yeah,
was like, let's
I
say,
agree.
this The Good Dinosaur coming out or something like that, I don't
That's
know.
more. I think that I don't know. I don't know what to get from the vibe because like, it kind of feels more. The Good Dinosaur kind of feels more of a kids movie than like Hotel Transylvania. At least is the cast of grown-ups, right?
Yeah.
So you
You know what you can expect to
I
find
get
some
pure
kid-
enjoyment just out of hearing Adam Sandler do his like, oh yes, you got my little baby vampire. When will your fangs come out?
No, like the one character, like Andy Samberg's character, Jonathan. I really like his character. Like how they're out flying. Like, well, when they're first gonna go tell Dracula that they're having a kid, and he can barely contain himself, and then then they fly away or whatever, and then him and his daughter are up in the clouds. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be pregnant. He's like, I'm gonna be a grandpa, and all of a sudden it zooms out, and you hear faintly from the castle, and I'm gonna be a dad. Like it's pretty funny.
Yeah, no, it's true. Even thinking back now, it had a lot of good laughs in it, but like you said, the first one was so much funnier, and like the story, I think in the first one was quite a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, it kind of repeated a lot of the same themes,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because the first one was about accepting everybody, right? Like, it was monsters that needed to accept humans, and by the end of the movie, he was fine with having humans in his hotel. But then in this movie, his daughter's just like, you allowed to have humans in your hotel, but not into your heart. So, like, it kind of was a little bit of the same theme again.
A kind of continuation on to
Yeah.
it, like they're almost showing that like things like that in the real world aren't going to be that fast where they
It's
just
true.
change over the
in that way,
course of
it
the
is
movie.
true, yeah.
They
But
are-
like you said, if it took Dracula 2 movies to warm up to humans, how is it possible that Vlad did it in like 25 minutes?
yeah, no, that was it. I just didn't understand it right there.
But anyways, overall, like, you may, I mean, if you have a kid, go out and take and see it, you won't be bored. But otherwise, I would give it a 7 as well.
I think I'm 6.57.
Yeah, and so you don't need to rush out and see it. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
No, I enjoyed it too. Like if you're gonna go and see a kids movie, a new kids movie, that's
Yeah,
the
like,
one.
if you
that's
have to
the
take
one,
a kid to see a
that's the one
movie.
I would go see.
Hotel. I mean, until Goosebumps comes out, we'll see.
Well, we'll see how Goosebumps does.
Because I'm actually looking forward to that. quite a bit.
I'm sitting on the fence with it. Like
I love Jack Black. I love
I
Goosebumps.
like
when
Jack
I was a
Black.
kid, I read the shit out of them.
A lot of the books of Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, it feels like this movie is almost too kiddish. Like the movie compared to even the TV show, when Goosebumps the TV show was still on, it just it didn't
I think
have.
they're, definitely going
The
towards
TV
more
show was a little bit more
younger
scary and spooky than what this new movie's gonna be.
I
It's
know.
definitely aiming towards a younger audience.
School of Rock is pretty young, like towards young people, and I enjoyed that. And Jumanji, this kind of reminds me of Jumanji. Like I kind of get a little bit of a Jumanji feel.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And I enjoy Jumanji, but I mean, I love Jack Black, but he isn't Robin Williams, also, right?
Yeah.
But I do love Jack Black.
But we will see how this movie goes. This is.
We're going off on a tangent.
Yeah, we are. We do that all the time.
But yes, we enjoyed Hotel
Hotel
Transylvania.
Would you
2.
2.
Did you enjoy it? Let us know in the comments. Never stop learning.